Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to some more Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. Today we are diving back in with the Long Night mod. This mod has recently been updated. If you don't know what this mod is, it is a Game of Thrones modification set in the age of the Winds of Winter. So the Night King is coming to destroy all that is light in the world, and the forces of the Seven Kingdoms must unite or be destroyed. This mod also does some really unique stuff with magic and dragons and giants and all that lovely stuff. We'll go ahead and explore more into that, but basically in this update there's a bunch of kind of new just improvements to the mod itself. 30 new armor pieces. It's been updated for 1.5.7, which I know was a pretty big task because apparently there was some really big bug fixes in the versions that Tailworlds and Mod Tools had, so it's great to see that the mod has been updated. Hopefully it will now be updated for 1.5.8 in a little bit, because obviously Bannerlord itself has just recently updated. They've also added in some new clans to the White Walkers to give them a little bit of strength. They've added in 2 new giant units, so there's now giant Hulks and giant Archers. We'll go ahead and explore them in today's video. Also, they've made requirements for forging Valyrian steel in the mod a little bit easier, which is good because, you know, obviously Valyrian steel does a lot more damage to the White Walkers, which is very cool. And they've also added in new effects for the dragon model they have in. So if you haven't seen it, there is a dragon model in this game, and really something I should really preface is that the mods you're seeing, these big overhaul mods you're seeing on the channel that actually are available to download, like this one is, I'll leave a link to it in the description down below. They're very much work in progress mods. You're basically seeing the entire development of the mod and you can play along with it. Kind of almost like an early access video game, you know. There's going to be a lot of stuff that needs to be improved, will be changed, and stuff added and stuff removed and all that stuff. And you're kind of just seeing the bare bones of the development, which I think is really cool. It's nice to have a few of these mods out there that are obviously very much in development. Not everything is perfect in the mod, but you know, every single update brings cool new stuff like armor pieces and developments in interesting text like giants. You know, how are giants going to work in mods? Well, these modders are out here testing and allowing us to mess around with them at the same time. This mod does also have a campaign map as well. I'll go ahead and show you guys at the end of this video after this battle. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what the new Dragonfire effect looks like. That's supposed to be quite cool, so we're going to be exploring that. So we've got Daenerys right here. She's obviously got Drago. I can't even remember. It's been so long since the Season 8 catastrophe that I've even forgotten my Game of Thrones lore right here. But yeah, we have Daenerys with her dragon right there. Also going to be taking some of the Stormland infantry in this battle. They look really cool. I'm a little bit worried that these guys are going to absolutely suck because spears in Bannerlords are not good. They really do just get wrecked by everything, but they look cool, so I'm going to bring them nonetheless. We also have some Northern veterans as well, so these are spear/sword wielding Northmen. We also have some Veiled Champions. These guys look absolutely beautiful, so I kind of felt like I had to bring these guys. The armor on the Veil. Don't know what it is about the Veil, but it seems like both the modding team who do the other Game of Thrones, mod, also put a lot of love into the Veil infantry. So yeah, this looks good. Maybe they're even sharing some assets. Who knows? Then we also have some Night's Watch veterans as well, just some men of the Night's Watch. But there are an absolute ton of units. If I go over here and we just go to, I don't know, infantry, I can show you guys everything. You know, there's obviously going to be vanilla units in here. Don't worry, they're not actually in the game. But if I just like skip through these, you'll see when we get onto some like big troop chains, there are a lot of armor pieces in the mod. You know, that you can see, and you know, a lot of different units. Again, this is a lot of just the infantry that we are seeing. Targaryen flag looks amazing on the back of these warriors. Some of the Night's Watch look really cool as well. I really wish modders would remove these basic units. It would make my life so much easier. I don't think there's any custom Dornish armor in yet. I don't think Dorne's a faction a lot of people have really messed around with yet. They still look cool. Obviously, we have the Westerlands as well. They have a lot of custom armor in as well. This armor piece looking very nice indeed. They do have the Targaryen sigil on the back though. Again, do keep in mind this is obviously just all the infantry. There's obviously a lot of other units as well. We don't want the Sturgeon, sorry. Then you have all the undead units. So let's actually just take a look at the undead units that we do have access to. So you have the basic white right here. Again, just kind of an absolute mess, sword on his shoulder. I know, obviously, you know, whites don't really wield swords and stuff, but for the purpose of the game, I feel like it kind of has to be this way. Then you have the white spearman. So this is kind of a more of a decayed one, but he's still got his armor on. Obviously, dying in his armor. I love like the skeleton hand and then like this nub here as well. It looks awesome. It looks really, really cool. Like kind of like a decayed hand. Then we have some white warriors, soldiers. The heavies look really cool. I love the skeleton structure inside the armor. That looks really dope. Even as a cool little ponytail as well. I don't think a ponytail is supposed to be there. Then we have the giant. Obviously, this guy is like literally like 10 foot tall or something. He's like a bloody space marine. So yeah, we've got the giants. We have the sprinters. These guys move very fast, and it's actually very scary seeing these guys sprint across the battlefield at you. You also have the runners as well. These guys are wielding a bit of a scarier sword. I think that's all the whites themselves. There's some like test soldiers and stuff. Again, keep in mind, work in progress stuff. Oh, we also have some Unsullied here as well. Oh yeah, we're on everything as well. Yeah, so there's a ton of units that you can mess around with over on the units I'm bringing. So we also have the Night King as well. Night King looks really cool. The detail in his face is very nice. I think they still need to mess around a bit with the proportions a bit. It just kind of seemed like his head's very big for his body. So I think just maybe making him a bit taller would really sort out this this issue. But his weapon's really nice as well on his back, and yeah, it's cool seeing the Night King lead some men. Giving them 200 of these white soldiers. I've given them 100 of the heavy white soldiers, 2 giant hulks. Again, this is a little bit messed up in this screen, but it will be much better actually in battle. I've given them 3 giant, just normal giants, 150 of these guys, and I guess I'll give them some of the giant archers as well, because, you know, why not? Because I want to see what they look like, and they're new in this patch. So let's take a look. If we go over to there, yeah, so this is an absolutely humongous, but I wonder how that will actually be in battle. We'll have to see. I don't know, let's just give them like 3 of them bad boys as well. Do we want to give ourselves any extra men? Yeah, I mean, why not? Let's go ahead and take some Unsullied with us as well. I mean, I really don't want to actually. What did oh, nice, with Tyrell men look pretty nice. Let's just go soldiers, because spears just suck so much in Bannerlords. Do we have any ones who just... Yeah, these guys are equipped with a sword and shield, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and take some of the Reach Shieldmen. These guys look nice. Nice armor pieces. And they've got a sword and the spear as well. So let's go, I don't know, let's just grab like 100 of these bad boys as well. And let's dive into the battle. See what the new dragon stuff does look like. Obviously, as I keep on saying, because I feel like some people get a little bit, like, they just say, oh, it doesn't look good, oh, you know, it looks bad, and they just get kind of really submissive, and I don't think that's very fair to the mod creators. Also seems like we have got a little bit of an issue here. I think maybe it's just loading some units, so I'll bring it back to you guys when it is all loaded. Okay guys, it seems like I have now got it fixed. For some reason, one of the units was bugging us out. I think it was something to do with the Stormland infantry actually. So I removed them. I also removed the giant archer as well. Obviously this stuff is going to get fixed in future patches. But here we go, let's pause it. So as you can see, we have Drago with Daenerys kind of riding it like a horse. Obviously these animations, when the actual dragon itself does get fully implemented, will all be fixed. She will be riding the dragon as if it is a dragon, probably a saddle and other stuff like that. But it's still very cool, and I'll show you guys exactly how this dragon works actually in the battle momentarily. We also go ahead and have the Stormland infantry. Really like a look of these guys. The armor piece underneath the long coats is very awesome. Hopefully we'll get some more color added to the sigil and stuff like that, but very nice indeed. Yeah, looking awesome. We also obviously have the Northmen as well. This is kind of a basic tier. I guess it's not a basic tier, but yeah, I did notice a lot of the Northmen didn't actually have their shields, so I assume they're probably being reworked on. I actually noticed quite a few of the units in this mod don't actually have many shields, so maybe that's something that the developer is currently working on. We also have the soldiers of the Night's Watch here as well, the Rangers. These are just the normal Rangers, not the elite ones. And then we obviously also have the cavalry over on the right flank as well, the men of the Vale, looking pretty sweet indeed, ready to charge in with their Targaryen flags. Then over on the other side of the battlefield, we do have the heavy whites. Again, these guys look absolutely awesome. Really, really scary indeed. And even them blue eyes as well look awesome. Such a nice addition. I don't know if you guys can fully see the eyes if I get a right angle, but that looks really good indeed. yeah, very impressive work on them whites. We also have the giants over on this left flank. Again, really nice work on them, and you can already see the modeling is improving on these guys. We then have just the normal white soldiers. We have the Night King himself. He does actually look pretty well proportioned actually on his horse, but yeah, otherwise he does kind of look a little bit weird. And we also have the giants with the huge trees as well. These guys aren't undead ones. I'm not sure if the intention is for these guys to be undead, but at the moment they're currently not. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and set up our formation. Obviously, we have to prepare ourselves for the enemy oncoming advance. And again, like, just keep in mind that this is obviously very much a work in progress right now with the dragon. It's cool that the dragon is in, and obviously animations and stuff will all be done for this stuff a little bit later on. When the mod gets, you know, more work. Obviously, there's plenty of other work to do on the campaign map and other stuff like that, which is obviously taking precedent. So to set up our formation, we'll go ahead and stick ourselves our 100 spearmen right there. We'll have the Stark infantry like so. I'm kind of tempted to stick my cavalry and just kind of rush them through this gap, which I guess is something that we will go ahead and do. So let's get our cavalry, our men of the Vale, into that nice little wedge formation. They'll come flying through this gap and do some serious damage. And we'll have our bowmen as well, who will stick into loose formation, and we'll see if they can maybe take down a handful of the enemy as well. That's our cavalry, sorry, I just stuck over there. Yeah, where are our archers? Archers are right here. We'll get these archers positioned right here, and hopefully they can take out a few. So let's go ahead and have a look. So there is no full damage for the dragon, so you can go ahead and do stuff like this. And it's kind of almost like the dragon is flying. Obviously, when you maybe press this in the future, you'll have the winged animations and stuff like that. And they also have a new fire animation as well, which we'll test out now. Yeah, that looks awesome. Look at that fire. Oh, it's awesome. Oh my god, I'm going to die. That's so cool, though. The new fire animation is awesome. Look at that, man. That's really, really nice. If we go ahead and jump over here, we'll go ahead and yeah, we'll go on slow-mo as well so we can see it. And I'll probably pause it mid-jump. There's the Night King as well. Should we try and nail the Night King? And we'll pause it. Yeah, look at that fire animation. That is real good addition to it as the Night King just goes through the fire. Yeah, so you can see, like, stuff like this is being implemented to really improve the quality of life of the dragon itself. As well as that, you know, in the campaign, at the moment, there's no way to kind of unlock these besides using the custom start and just playing as Daenerys herself. But for the most part, you know, this stuff is more just to mess around with in custom battles and kind of see the progress. But yeah, that looks really cool. And obviously when they get animations for like the floating wings and stuff, that's really, really nice. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That is pretty cool. If I can get like a good shot right there, yeah. I mean, that is dope. It really is. As you just kind of see the dragon breathing down on the enemy. Dracarys, indeed. That looks really cool. So let's just try back down. I think it does need obviously like an AoE blast as well. Right now, that doesn't really only killed like one guy, I think. So let's obviously jump back into friendly battle lines. But still, really nice update. I dig that a lot. I really, really do. We're going to normal speed as well as we progress back in. But yeah, that's a really nice addition. And I can't wait for them just to improve this more and more. The archers probably should be pushed back. Let's get the archers back really quickly as the enemy lines come in. I'm pretty interested to see how the... Oh my god, look at that as well. Oh my god, the flame! That's insane. So the giants as well, fighting hard. Oh my god, we are getting absolutely massacred. Again, I know that Dragon Glass and Valerian Steel really help out your soldiers. It's like a big bonus to your warriors. We need to get the Stark Infantry in like yesterday, and we need to get the cavalry in. But yeah, I know for a fact that Valerian Steel and Dragon Glass weapons you can get in the campaign really, really boost your fighting capability. Just charge these swords in as well. But yeah, you can really see the ineffectiveness of the spears as well. That's why I generally use a mod called Realistic Battle. It's a big help for stuff like this. I'm going to get the archers maybe situated here as well. Oh, we died immediately. What are we playing as an infantryman here? Okay, yeah, you'll just see how poor the actual spears are as the giants fight hard. Where are the giants in the trees? They're over here as the Vale cavalry comes in. We have been absolutely massacred in this battle though, my god. Let's see what these guys are all about, the giants. Again, I think the hitboxes are something that's definitely going to be worked on. We're doing 3 damage to these guys with the spears. Really not good. What are they trying to kill as well? They just completely ignored me. Again, oh my god, that giant just absolutely nailed that cavalry. Wow, that is cool. So yeah, I think definitely like AoE hits with these type of weapons are going to be really good instead of individual. There are plenty of weapons that do AoE hits in the game, so that won't be too hard. So is the hitbox. The hitbox is pretty good as well. Seemingly like I'm hitting him no matter where I'm hit. Like as long as I collide with him, it's kind of good. We've managed to take down the giant there. God, the Veil Knight's coming in and really doing the damage. We actually ended up cleaning up that battle very effectively. Nice, we managed to make the enemy flee. Can't complain there. Is the Night King still alive or is he running for his life? Don't know exactly where he is. He got some of the whites. I imagine eventually as well the whites will, in the campaign, probably not have any morale. That'll be a nice way to balance them off. You know, less equality, but just endlessly fighting to the bitter end and really just trying to bleed you out. Don't really know if the Night King did manage to survive. I think my cavalry currently chasing him down effectively somewhere. But yeah, no, really nice improvements. The new dragon fire animation looks really cool. I think obviously an AoE blast would be good. I think personally how they should do it is they should make it so that the dragon itself has like a long reload almost, so it's kind of like a 30-second cooldown. You fire that dragon blast, it does some serious damage, rips through the enemy lines, but it's, you know, it's a big cooldown, and maybe you only have a few Dracaruses in the battle. You know, the ammunition is very limited to it. I think that'd be a great way to balance it out, because you want it. It's a dragon, for God's sake. You want it to be super destructive, and you want it to be, you know, if you do get one, I imagine in the campaign, I think the modders have said on their Nexus mod page that in the campaign they want to have it so that, you know, you can get eggs and stuff and like breed your own dragons and stuff, which is obviously a really, really cool idea. But yeah, I think it'd be so awesome to have these really impactful mounts that do serious damage, but you know, they're limited and you can't constantly just spam out shot after shot after shot. You know, you have maybe like 3 or 4 strikes and that's roughly about it. I think something like that would be very cool. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the campaign map. Again, I'm just doing this because I know I show this kind of off quite often, but for a lot of people who maybe are a little bit new, you can also have like a White Walker and stuff as well, which is quite cool. You can play beyond the wall and play as a White Walker. There are also custom codes as well over on their Nexus mod page, which goes ahead and gives you the prerequisites to be a giant, to be a, you know, whatever, you know, to be whatever you want it to be. So if you do want to have more of that pre-existing stuff, you can do that. And look at that, we've got the dragon. So to get the dragon, you need to download the custom start, and then you need to make sure when you're picking this, you need to be Dothraki, and then you need to go ahead and make sure you pick the skirmisher, and that will sort it out for you. Which is a nice way of doing it. But yeah, just load it into the campaign map. It doesn't really matter what we do here. I'll show you guys what it's like, and I will say this as well, the campaign map itself is being worked upon, so there's proportions and places being where it's not supposed to be. Stuff like that is all being worked on to be improved and give you guys the best experience. So do, you know, again, take this campaign map with a piece of, you know, a piece of grain of salt, because obviously there isn't anything else. There's not a single custom map mod out there at the moment, so it's very cool to have it ready and here. Yeah, so as you can see, the map itself is pretty kind of squished towards the south. I understand why they've done that, because the main focus is obviously in the north here with the White Walkers. Obviously, you're going to have the wall itself right here, not covered in snow for some reason. It's sunny in the north for once. But yeah, like obviously the map itself is going to be improved upon and expanded. Areas are going to be, you know, changed and affected. But for the most part, this is a very, very playable version of the mod right now. You even have parts of Essos down here as well, with Daenerys ready to move across. I am curious as well why they aren't using some of the pre-existing banner mods out there as well. You know, see if they can use, because there's plenty out there which do look very cool. So I'm interested to see why they haven't changed that out yet. And have the White Walkers taken? No, they haven't taken. Castle Black does still stand. And Robb Stark is currently Liam. I don't know why Robb Stark is here. Look at all the White Walkers as well. That's hilarious. That really, really is. But you can definitely see the work of the mod. Obviously, you can also play as the dragon as well, as we currently fly. So, this is an interesting way of doing it, actually. So I think right now the dragon is a little bit bugged. You can see some of the unit trees as well, actually, in the game. I think right now the dragon is a little bit bugged because it's actually underneath the map. But I think what they're going to try and do is just make this like the opposite. I think they've maybe input the wrong values, so he's currently going underneath the map. I think obviously the overall goal was to make this unit fly and basically, you know, revert what it's doing right now. So instead of being underneath, it's going to be above and it's going to be flying. That's going to be really cool if they can get that working, man. Bannerlord modding impresses me 24/7. Super awesome stuff. I can't wait to see them add in more stuff into this mod. Definitely something I think you guys should definitely keep an eye on. And if you want that to happen, then just subscribe to the channel. I will be bringing you guys updates whenever there's something big like what we saw with the Dragonfire today and the new Giants. Looking very cool indeed. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like and a comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.